Our second target is understanding the importance of the initial conversation. By this time in the course, you've taken the DIRT Temperament Survey and learned about the characteristics you bring to your co-teaching partnership. From there, you reflected on or created a commitment statement. The personality test and commitment statement are the bridge between creating a foundation for collaboration and the target understanding the importance of the initial conversation. Take a few moments to look at this graphic. This is another representation of co-teaching. From each perspective, they are correct. It's easy to fall into this mindset when there are two needs, both the EL needs and the content needs. However, both teachers have to be able to see the other point of view. The content teacher cannot think of it as my curriculum anymore. They need to be in our curriculum perspective. On that same note, from the EL teacher's point of view, they need to be there for everyone in the room, not just the EL students. Think about your mindset. Do you have the our curriculum perspective? Do you feel that all students are your students? Do you think your co-teacher has the same mindset? It all starts with you. If you don't have this mindset, you have to start over. If you feel your co-teacher doesn't have this mindset, you need to discuss it with them and lead by example. Use your personality strengths to help you communicate effectively and know your weaknesses to avoid falling into communication hardships. These are the three components of preparing to co-teach. By completing each of these with your co-teacher, you are setting yourselves up for success. While completing these, it's important to be as open and honest as possible. Pretending to be something you're not or feel something you don't doesn't help. Along with that, these conversations need to be judgment-free so both of you can be open and honest. You or your co-teacher may be more strict or more loose. Neither of these are negative teaching styles, and both of these teaching styles have led successful classrooms in the past. By knowing how you prepare and operate in a classroom, you can discuss how you will be able to play off each other's strengths and also areas where you need to compromise. The norms, responsibilities, and teaching style documents you'll be going over in the section of the course can be done at any time in your co-teaching partnership. They may seem like easy things, but getting everything on the table saves hard feelings and guesswork later. It also provides something to come back to if one of you feels co-teaching is not going well. Time is always a barrier when co-teaching. If you are lucky enough to have common prep, setting aside time to complete these documents is worth it. If you are not lucky enough to have common prep, some more creative thinking is necessary. While it is not perfect, meeting before or after school might have to happen. If that doesn't work due to other responsibilities, we've met outside contract time, like over lunch, early in the morning, or at night. We've been known to eat breakfast with our co-teacher while filling these out. Others have video conferenced at night after their kids go to bed. These ideas are far from ideal, but good co-teaching needs time. If you don't meet, one of you ends up being a glorified paraprofessional. And while a good paraprofessional is invaluable, it's not the same as two teachers. We've also asked our administration for release days. Our admin pays for a sub for us every couple of months so we can meet for an entire day. Then, our day-to-day discussions are not as time-consuming. Additionally, during district-wide or school-wide professional development days, we've asked to be excused from whatever is being offered to plan. Then, our admin doesn't need to pay for a sub. We recommend being open and honest with the conversations you have during this time. Keep in mind that both teachers only want what is best for students. While you may have different paths to get there, in the end, everyone wants the students to learn and to be interested. And again, no matter how long you've been co-teaching together, it is never too late to have these discussions. Check-ins are very important. These are meetings that are scheduled and on both of your calendars, but actually have nothing to do with lesson planning. These meetings are strictly about how each of you feels teaching with the other is going. We recommend scheduling these every 3 to 4 weeks. They are very easy to forget to do or put down low on your priority list. And they're really easy to say they're unnecessary when things are going well. However, eventually something will not be going well. You may have the most ideal co-teaching partnership, but you'll still encounter bumps in the road. If you only have these conversations when things are not going well, it becomes a meeting where one of you might feel the need to defend yourself. It becomes personal. It becomes about each of you as individuals instead of as your team. If you have them when things are also going well, it makes it much easier to discuss it when there is a problem. For each meeting, we recommend bringing your filled-in initial conversation documents referenced earlier. Go through them and see how each of you are feeling. Again, if you only bring the documents when you feel things are not working, it is a huge red flag to your partner, and they might start the conversation defensive, knowing you are going to bring up a problem. When having hard conversations, it's important to stay away from accusing statements. Refer to the documents and stay in the constructive conversation mindset. There are, of course, situations that could and should be handled immediately. We also recommend quick reflections daily together. Simple comments like or questions on, how did you feel it went today? Next year, I think we should. We need to figure out how to engage so-and-so better. Again, we and our pronouns are best. These types of things, if done daily or weekly, can also open the door for conversations during your scheduled check-ins to get back on the same page if you've fallen apart. Our second target of understanding the importance of the initial conversation will be going over more depth in this section. You'll take a look at each of those documents, norms, responsibilities, teaching style, and taking some time to fill them in.